You clicked on this video, so I'm assuming you want to know how to stop procrastinating.
You get your ass off of that couch and you start doing your shit!
Is what I would say if I was a fucking idiot who doesn't understand that most people cannot just do that. Especially if you're clicking on this video from a point where you genuinely feel like you cannot get up and do your tasks that you need to do every single day. Listen, I'm the type of person that I feel overwhelmed very easily. I like to have my schedule set out in front of me so that way I know every single thing that I need to do and when I should do it. Otherwise, I'll feel overwhelmed and I'll feel like I can't get it done. And even with that, sometimes it really can feel like a lot. So in this video, I'm going to give you just some simple advice to help you start getting your feet under you as you get older and as you need to start taking on more and more responsibilities. Because if we're being honest, that's when this is going to start to creep in. Once you get to middle school, high school, and then college, the procrastination can build and build and build. And if you don't learn how to deal with it at a young age, it gets significantly harder to deal with it once you're in high school or college. So step number one is I want you to understand that you cannot do more than one thing at a time. People will say that they can multitask, but you really can't. You can rapidly switch from one thing to the other, but you cannot simultaneously do two things. Do one thing and do it right. I know that's not specifically attacking procrastinating, but that is a specific skill that is very important for you to learn in relation to the other things that we are going to talk about. The next thing that I'm going to say is something that I already said in the intro to this video, and that is set up your own schedule. If you do not have a schedule, it's very easy to just have some things jumbled around in your mind that you're like, okay, I need to do these, and it can feel a lot more daunting than it might actually be if you just lay out on your schedule. I even just do a simple thing every day where I get up on my notes and I'll put a bullet point list into my notes of the things that I need to get done in this day. And when I get one done, I delete it and I cross off my list. And it's good because it keeps me in check and it keeps me going through all of my tasks that I have to do in one single day. It's incredibly simple and incredibly effective, and it makes things just feel a little bit less challenging. And the next step, and this is the biggest one, if you are going to take one thing away, if you are severely procrastinating already and you feel like no matter what you do, you just can't drag yourself out of bed or you can't set down the phone and just start doing stuff, start off small. You don't have to change your life. People on social media are going to make you feel like you're a lazy piece of shit and that once you do stop procrastinating, you have to fix absolutely everything. You need to start doing more schoolwork. You need to stop scrolling on your phone. You need to go to the gym 6 days a week. People are going to tell you all of these things, and that's just not true. If you're at the point where you can barely get yourself out of bed in the morning to go to class or go to work, you don't need to do all of those things. Find one thing every morning. And I don't know where I saw this video, but it was a simple thing. And this guy said the one thing I start my morning off with every morning is I get up and I make my bed. And that sounds stupid and it sounds so simple, but genuinely that is such a smart thing to do, because if you get up every morning and the first thing you do is you make your bed, you're going to feel accomplished right away. It's something small. Another thing that could even just be a shower. Get up in the morning, go and shower, and tell yourself in your mind that that is a win, that you got yourself out of bed and that you did that. People will try to make you feel like that isn't, but small things, man. It doesn't all have to be big and it doesn't all have to be perfect right away. I get it. I get in ruts every once in a while where I'll stop working out and I'll stop going to the gym, and that will feel like a very daunting task to get back into. But then I realize starting off just 4 days a week is fine, and not starting off with super intense workouts, just going and maybe doing exercises with resistance bands and just some light cardio, like doing stuff like that. You don't have to go in there and spend 2 hours in the gym doing the most intense workout of your life that feels like it's fucking shredding your muscles off your body. And I want you to understand too that all the stuff I'm saying, this is a very person to person basis. Different people respond to different things. Some people respond well to a kick in the ass, kind of like what I joked about in the start of this video where I was like, you need to get your fucking ass out of bed and go do some shit. Some people will hear that and be like, yeah, you're right, I do. I'd say I'm one of those people where when somebody does do that, it does tend to shift my mind and be like, okay, I need to get out of here and I need to start doing something. But I do also respond well to a more softly worded message, kind of like I'm giving in this video. And that is what I feel like most people who have modern procrastination deal with. They need somebody who's going to calm them down almost, because I know what it feels like inside your mind. Like I said, it all feels so daunting and so crushing, like there's a huge weight on you and like there's so many things you have to do and you just don't have the time to do it. And I'm going to tell you something right now that's just a fact, and that is that guess what? You do not have time to do everything that you want to do. Life is so short, and you notice that the older you get, because you get older and time goes by faster and faster and faster. And with all the stuff that we have access to now in technology, it's just going to continue to feel like it goes faster and faster and faster, because there are so many distractions to keep you away from the regular day-to-day things. So practice being mindful, practice being present, try to take things one step step at a time. Just slow down the life, slow down the work, and maybe minimize the workload just a tiny bit, and don't feel like you have to do everything all at once, even if that's what everybody around you makes it feel like. So I'm gonna end this video. I know it's a short one, but this is just the message I'm trying to get across. I'm not trying to drag this shit out and tell you something you don't need to know. Just know that you're normal for feeling this way. This isn't something that just you are struggling with. Almost everybody struggles with it. And people who try to make you feel like you're weird for this, or make you feel like you're a piece of shit for procrastinating on doing stuff, don't. You're doing good. You're doing fine. Tomorrow, just try to be better than you were the day before. That's all you can do. And some days you're not going to be. Some days you're going to take a step back. But all you have to do is be able to acknowledge that and take a step forward the next day. You got this. I believe in you. And we'll see you in the next video.